What is going on, everyone? DSP here, and the camera is low. Not really. You know what it is? Oh, I know what it is. The camera zoomed further out because when I did Ask the King earlier this week, I wanted to see if I did a further back perspective, it would actually show more of me and the shirts that I'm wearing and more of the office slash studio here. And it does, but it actually makes the camera look like maybe it's panned a little bit too high. Because if I lower it now, then when I zoom in to do the webcam, face cam for gameplay, then it's not centered. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. What's up, everyone? The Week in Preview. Starting right now for July 2nd, 2017. That's right, we're in July, if you can believe it. It's Sunday night. It's been an eventful week for me. Lots of stuff going on. I finished up my Red Dead Redemption playthrough, which was awesome. Really enjoyed playing that game a second time, and I hope that you enjoyed watching it. Resumed my Danganronpa 2 playthrough despite my throat still being gunked up from allergies. I'm still toughing through it, but that was fun to restart the Danganronpa 2 playthrough this week and play it for a good 6 hours. Yeah, because it was a 4-hour stream that first day and then a 2-hour stream later in the week. Oh, my air conditioner turned off so I can stop yelling. And currently in the midst of my Crash 3 playthrough from the Insane? Yeah, the Insane remastered trilogy that released for PS4. Liking it, although there are a lot of old school archaic kind of gameplay designs, like the races in particular, that are really annoying and making the playthrough be a lot longer than normally it would be if I was just trying to race through the game and beat it versus trying to be more of a completionist, which I'm trying to do just like I did with Crash 2. It's obviously extending the length of the playthrough. So, all that's been going on, plus, if you're not aware, yesterday, DSP Tries It came back from the dead. I know, it's been gone for like a month. A new episode released yesterday. If you didn't see it over, well, right here, actually, on the King of Hate vlogs, you should check that out. In addition, I can promise you there will be another DSP Tries It next week. How exciting is that? Pretty cool, right? Patreon, which, yes, as you can see, Patreon changed the symbol on their website. It looks really freaking weird now. I don't know what they were thinking. This is kind of a weird graphical redesign. It doesn't even look like a P anymore, right? But anyway, we hit the funding goal for June, which means the Gotta Go Fast Sonic Marathon, or not really marathon, it's the Sonic playthrough, is a go. As of tonight, I'll be setting all that up with patrons, but I'll explain all that in a moment, all right? So it's been a very, very eventful week of stuff that's happened. This week coming up is going to also be eventful because not only will I be continuing on and finishing up playthroughs that I've been doing ongoing, I'm starting up a big new playthrough that a lot of people seem to want me to jump back into. I don't know how it's going to go. I've talked to a few people who've played this before. In particular, I know one person who is primarily kind of a Souls / From Software streamer, and he personally thinks that this game I'm going to play is the worst in the entire series. Oh boy, I can't wait to play it, right? So we'll get to that in a moment. So, new stuff, old stuff, continuing stuff, a new DSP Tries It this week, lots of stuff. So let's go day by day through it, and then to end this week in preview, I'm going to make a big announcement about the time off I'm taking in July, because as of tonight, I have 100% solidified the times and dates and everything that I am going to have to be taking off from streaming. I'll explain all that at the end of the video, so if you need to know about time off, because I am taking time off in mid-July, wait till the end of the video for that information, okay? Okay. Today, I played more Crash 3. Those videos went live on DSP Gaming, and as of the time that I'm actually recording this week in preview, new Ultra Street Fighter 2 videos are uploading to DSP Gaming, and those will go live as well, and then obviously this video is going to go live on the King of Hate vlogs, and that's the Sunday night video-wise, but behind the scenes, I'm doing a lot of stuff. Tonight, I'm going to be messaging all the June patrons and let them know, gee, you qualify for this perk, so please send me your information that I need to get you your perk, stuff like that. I'll be sending a bunch of private messages on patreon.com regarding that. Tonight, I'll also be setting up the poll for that Gotta Go Fast summer event. It's either going to be Sonic Adventure 1, 2, or Shadow the Hedgehog. All those will be the 3 options for that poll, and the patrons starting tonight will begin to vote on which one of those is going to be the game that I play in early August, and I balance out with the other new release called Tacoma. I've got 2 weeks to basically play the Sonic game and Tacoma before other new releases start hitting. I think that's going to be more than enough time, okay? So, very excited to get all that going for everyone here tonight, and if you are a patron from June, please check your patreon.com inboxes within the next few days, because I'm going to need more information from many of you to get you your forum upgrades, to get you your perks and everything, and I want to be sure to get it to you in a timely manner, all right? Okay, that's tonight. Lots of busy stuff for me tonight. Very busy night. Tomorrow, Double stream day, returning back to 2 streams in one day after a weekend where I was only doing 1 stream a day. More Crash 3 tomorrow. It's very possible I could finish the game because if you're not aware, I only have 4 stages left to beat, and then the final boss, and apparently there's 1 final stage. I guess there's a special possible secret stage as well. So you may be saying, but Phil, if you only have like 4 or 5 stages left, you're going to beat it in like an hour, 2 hours tops, right? Well, no, because I am going for kind of a semi-completionist run, so I am attempting to get all the gems and everything, so I may go back and do it more. Am I going to do a 100% completionist run? I don't know, and the reason I say that is because of the time trials that were added, and a lot of people are telling me to do some of the time trials are insanely difficult, and I'm sorry, but I don't want to do another 4-hour stream of me trying to beat 3 tough stages with a time trial. I don't think that's going to be very entertaining, or honestly, what is unlocked by 100% completion is the question. So, that being said, maybe I'll beat all the stages, I'll go for all the gems, and that'll be it. So maybe I'll be wrapping up Crash 3 tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Tomorrow night, Monday night, will be a second stream. Yes, it will be the return of Danganronpa 2. So I hope you'll come back for that tomorrow as well, for those who've been watching that playthrough. Tuesday, a big special event, alright? Here's what I planned for Tuesday. First of all, if you're not aware, Tuesday is July 4th, Independence Day, a big national holiday here in the United States of America. Most people will be off from school or work. There'll be a lot of people around to watch streams, and I'm listening to your feedback. And what people told me is that they really enjoyed when I played games like Injustice 2 and Tekken 7, and they liked that I kept playing Ultra Street Fighter 2, but they're sad that they're not consistently in the rotation schedule anymore. That, you know, let's face it, Tekken I haven't played for weeks, Injustice 2 I haven't played for like a month. So I can understand why people would kind of be a little bit disappointed that they haven't seen those games recently. Tuesday is a fighting game marathon. It's going to be the Independence Day Beatdown, or I guess you could call it Independence Day Massacre. Which would you call it? I don't know. I gotta think of a good name for it, because I'm gonna name it that as a playlist on YouTube. And for 2 hours of each, I'm going to be playing Injustice 2, Tekken 7, and Ultra Street Fighter 2. Now, in regards to Injustice 2 and Tekken 7, obviously just playing on this normal pad has been fine, but playing Ultra Street Fighter 2 has been an incredible fucking task and chore. The Joy-Cons are absolutely terrible. They're not good for motions. They're not good for anything in a fighting game. The Joy-Cons are absolute garbage. And the fact that they cost so much fucking money if you lose them is so ridiculous. They're just garbage controllers. They really are. They're terrible. So I went out and I bought the Pro controller for the Switch. And guess what? The D-pad is faulty. I went out and did research and found out all the D-pads are faulty. The Pro controller in general is a faulty piece of shit that Nintendo is charging $70 for. That doesn't work, and it's common knowledge it doesn't work. I can't believe there's not like a mass recall and no one's doing a class action lawsuit against Nintendo to say you can't continue to sell a peripheral that's broken. You know it doesn't work. The D-pad does not work. If you press left and right, it goes up, down, it jumps, it goes crazy. The D-pad is completely faulty on these fucking things. It's mismanufactured. So, I've had no good control scheme to play Ultra Street Fighter 2 because both controllers suck. Guess what? I finally found one. Someone messaged me this week, messaged me and said, Phil, you may not know this, but the thing that everyone is literally playing Ultra Street Fighter 2 on is not what you're expecting. There's a reason why all of them are getting their moves and shit online, and then they linked me to it, and I got it for $25 on Amazon, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. It's the Hori Pokken Tournament Controller. If you're not aware, Hori is an amazing third-party peripheral manufacturer. They're very well known in Japan. They make a lot of the big joysticks and everything for competitive gameplay. So they made this controller for Pokken tournaments. And the D-pad on this thing is fucking amazing. I went into training mode for 10 minutes. I picked a DJ, and for 2 minutes straight, I just threw his max outs. I didn't miss one fucking max out at all. Then I said, okay, let me try Balrog. And I didn't miss one low dashing punch. Every single one came out fluidly and beautifully. Okay, now let me try something different. Let's try rounded motions. So I picked Zangief. I was doing standing 360s. No buffer. I didn't have to jump. I didn't have to walk. Just standing 360, yoink, grabbing with Zangief. I was like, you gotta be, this is insane. This is like the best D-pad since the 1990s when I used to play on the SNES. And then I played with Shoto, and I was able to do all Dragon Punches and everything. I was like, oh my god. Dude, this is a godsend, this controller. But there's two downsides to this controller, alright? First of all, it's for the Wii U. So one major downside of this controller is that it has no home button on it. There is none. Because on the Wii U, they expect that you always have your stupid giant screen pad next to you. And you can press the home button there. So actually, you can't quit out of a game if you only have this pad plugged into your Switch. Which I know sucks. That's kind of silly, right? But, yeah. So that's number one. No home button. You can't quit a game. There's no way to quit a game. Number two, there's no thumbsticks. So you can't use this for anything else but 2D fighters where you're going to be using the D-pad constantly. So it's about $25 on Amazon if anyone's interested, if you want a good Switch gamepad right now. The other thing is, as you can see, 4 face buttons, 2 giant shoulder buttons. The other shortcut buttons are here. So for example, Zangief, I always have 3 punches or 3 kicks mapped to do a spinning clothesline with 1 button push. I'd have to push them on the face here, or if I'm charging a turn punch with Balrog, I'd literally have to hold down the button with my thumb and play with my fingers like this until I'm ready to release and use the turn punch. So there are a few detriments. But hey, if I can play with 95% of the cast, no problem, on a controller that fucking works, so be it. So I'm very pleased. Thank you to the... It was actually 2 people who recommended this particular controller to me. It's the best controller on the Switch right now. Now, if you're not aware, Hori, the makers of this, are actually making several peripherals for the Switch. They're actually making a standard gamepad that will have all the buttons, so it'll have like double shoulder buttons instead of these face ones. Okay, and it will have a home button and everything, and they're designing a joystick, but those are still in development. They're not releasing. I believe the pad is either releasing in late July or August. The joystick, I'm not sure what the release date is. So there are other options coming. Of course, those options are going to be more expensive because no one wants this anymore because Poken's already a year old. So you could find this for like 20, 25 bucks online versus those when you buy them new, they're going to be like $40 or more. I'm sure that joystick's probably going to be like 100. So hint, hint, if you're looking for the most inexpensive way to play fighting games on the Switch with good controls, here it is for you, okay? So, I'm very excited to be using this pad on Tuesday and see if it improves my gameplay. If it does, I'm not going to lie, I may play Ultra Street Fighter 2 at least once a week, if not more, because I love the game. It's based off of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and I'll have controllers that work, alright? I'll be able to get all my moves and block. One of the major problems has been the down left blocking on either of those controllers doesn't work. I guess it must be something with Nintendo's hardware. It doesn't like down left on a fucking thumbstick. So every time I'm trying to block, they'll be in the block position and then they'll release their block and get hit, which is so stupid. So let's hope I do better on this Hori gamepad. Of course, it's not going to help the connections. The connections are god-awful on Switch because it's wireless fucking internet. Nintendo, with all their stupid fucking brainlessness designing this console, didn't put an Ethernet port into the fucking thing. But hopefully, at least the controls will be better. Alright? Alright, fair enough. That's Tuesday. Now, Wednesday is up in the air because it depends. If I finish Crash 3 on Monday, great, then I can start something new. But if I didn't finish Crash 3, then Wednesday will be the continuation of Crash 3, alright? But if I finish Crash 3 on Monday, Wednesday is going to be the big premiere double stream of Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. That's right, the game that everyone's been asking me to play. Also, when's Phil gonna start it? I can't. Why did you do Red Dead first? It's starting this week, no matter what. Okay. Now, this game I heard it from the mouth of someone who is primarily a Souls player, that this game is broken to fuck. Like, they went in and they said, well, we realized that most people say Dark Souls 2 is the easiest game in the Souls trilogy, so let's make this as hard as humanly possible. And they added in enemies that would knock you off instant deaths and all kinds of shit. That basically, it's like incredibly unfair. So the good news for the viewers, because you're going to see a lot of cheap deaths and rage from me, and it's bad news for me because I have to suffer through this fucking game. This game might take me the rest of the goddamn summer. If it really is as hard as people are saying, you may not see me playing anything else till the end of July. You know, this may be the game I play all month. If it really is that hard, I don't know, man. And no, the Dick Lightning build that I used in my first Dark Souls 2 run does not work in this game. So I'm going to have to do a new build. I already got a few recommendations. A lot of people are telling me to do Power Stance. If you're not aware, Power Stance in Dark Souls 2 is when you get 2 identical weapons. Alright? And then you basically get acquirements that are 1.5 times what you need to handle one of the weapons. And then you can dual wield them. So instead of having a shield and everything, you have 2 attack hands, and then you could do double up attacks that do insane damage and are like really useful and they stagger and everything. Sounds good to me, but at the same time, if the game is as hard as people are saying it is, I don't know, man. This is gonna be one hell of a challenging run. So I hope you guys are ready. Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin, starting as early as this Wednesday, or worst case scenario, probably Thursday, because I doubt I'm playing Crash past Wednesday. That'd be nuts, okay? And then what I'm planning on doing for the rest of the week is Dark Souls 2 paired with Danganronpa 2, you know, streaming. So you get double doses for like Thursday, Friday, or whatever. And then the weekend I'll play it by ear. Maybe I'll keep doing the Dark Souls 2 streams or not. We'll see, alright? Now, that's the rest of this week. Now, we're at the end of the video, the end of the weekend preview. I gotta explain to you guys the time off I'm about to take and how it works. Because there's going to be a few days where I'm going to actually be doubling down and doing extra gameplay in order to have excess videos built up, so that when I take time off from streaming, I still have tons of videos to upload to DSP Gaming, so at least the momentum on YouTube doesn't stop. I'm fully aware that taking a few days off this month is going to hurt my business and hurt me financially, because let's say 3, 4, 5 days without live streaming, okay? That's all those days without any income. No cheering, no subbing, no nothing, okay? I understand that. What I'm hoping is that people are going to like the Dark Souls 2 so much that they're going to load up on that stuff before I go on time away, and then when I come back from time away, so therefore it makes up for the few days in the middle of the month that I'm not going to be live streaming, all right? So first of all, wow, excuse me. Can you tell I just ate dinner? Italian, I had a big plate of rigatoni pasta. Whew. Okay. The date that I'm thinking is going to be the start date of my time away, July 12th. It's a Wednesday, all right? The date that I'm thinking I'm going to come back from my time away will probably be July 16th. So roughly what I'm thinking of doing is for a day or two actually cleaning my whole fucking house, because my house needs a once-over. I did some minor cleaning like dusting and things like that recently, but this house needs a once-over. It really does. It needs to start from like square one clean, so I can get on a cleaning regimen to keep it clean, because my allergies have destroyed me this year. And I'm thinking if I could keep this house in a cleaning regimen where every room gets dusted like once every 2 weeks or whatever, maybe I won't get this bad anymore, because I can't. I mean, it's killing me. My throat still has gunk in it. I can't do this. If I'm going to do this for a living and keep doing live streaming and all this daily, I have to have cleared sinuses and a clear throat, and it just hasn't happened these past few months. So I think I'm going to take like 2 days just to clean the effing house, and then I'm probably going to take 2 days to do things just for myself. And I've had some ideas of things that I want to do. Maybe I just want to go out to the local area and do some window shopping and stuff like that. You know, maybe buy some new clothes or something to make me feel new and refreshed or something. You know what I mean? There's something different to change the state of everything. In addition, I may go to Seattle. I was thinking maybe I'll go to Seattle for a day, because I live on the outskirts of Seattle in a suburb. Maybe I'll just drive into the city for a day and just see what the hell's going on, see who I meet, go to different landmarks and stuff, ride the trolley. You know what I mean? Just do different things there. Not the trolley, the monorail. Just do different things and just get some time to myself. And also get some time behind the wheel of my new car, which I've barely driven at all. I've owned this car for over a month now. I've driven the thing 1 to 2 times a week for, not even lying, less than 5 minutes a ride. So I've basically not driven this car yet. And I'd like to do that. So during my time off, that's kind of what I'm going to be doing. Now, while that's happening, there will be constant videos uploading to DSP Gaming. Don't think that there's nothing going on DSP Gaming and therefore it's going to be incredibly boring while I have time off. No, just the contrary, okay? What I'm going to do, I've decided, on July 9th, 10th, and 11th. So that's 1 week from today would be the 9th, all right? And then the 10th and 11th, I'm going to be doing extended streaming. What that means is that I'm either going to be starting early or go late or both on one or both of the gameplay streams that I do on those days. So what I'm looking to do, because I'm doing extended gameplay, is load up on videos so that I'll have maybe a bunch of excess videos that I can queue up and maybe say that Wednesday the 12th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There's new videos every day on DSP Gaming, so the momentum does not get stopped. And also, I don't want to upload all those videos right away, because people get complaining that I upload too many videos a day. Now imagine if I streamed 2-3 extra hours a day, and now I'm uploading all those videos at once. People would lose their minds and fucking completely complain nonstop about the channel. So, I think this is a good idea, alright? Now, FYI, during this time off that I'm taking from streaming, from the 12th till roughly the 16th, I'm not saying 100%, but I'm thinking maybe I'll be back on the 16th, but maybe it'll be later in the day. Maybe what I'll do is finish up whatever I'm doing that day. I don't know. Maybe I'll be in Seattle and I'll be coming back that day. I don't know. And I think that 16th, I'll do the weekend preview that night. Maybe I'll do a stream that night too. Maybe it'll be a good opportunity. Oh, I'm back. I want to play some Ultra Street Fighter 4. Let's do it, guys. And we'll just jump right in head first and do some Ultra Street Fighter 4 together or something that night. All right? But I need the time away to feel refreshed and everything. So understand, yes, there will be videos being uploaded. And yes, at some point during every day, I will put those videos into their appropriate playlists. More than likely, it's going to be Danganronpa. It's going to be Dark Souls 2. And it's probably going to be some fighting games that I throw in there, a stream or two session. So I have something to upload over the course of the week, like bulk videos. But don't expect to hear from me starting on the 12th. I may or may not take some, I'm cleaning the house. Or maybe I'll take a few pictures here or there as I'm cleaning the house or whatever, right? But don't expect any kind of constant contact from me on social media, on YouTube, on Twitch. For those days, I'm going to try to isolate myself, rejuvenate myself. Yeah, I know you said, Phil, you're cleaning the house. That's not rejuvenating yourself. You're right, but at the same time, at least I'm away from being in this cramped office, from just out doing other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I just need to not feel confined doing the same thing every single day. Because the bottom line is, when I come back, right, we got to finish up Dark Souls 2. We may or may not have any time at the end of July to do like Splatoon 2 and other stuff like that. In early August, we're going to have whatever Sonic game wins out on this poll that the patrons will be voting on. We're going to be playing Tacoma. And then, come mid-August, we've got games like Agents of Mayhem, Sonic Mania. There's the Uncharted standalone DLC, the Call of Duty World War II. Beta is going to release. There's something else over there, too, that I can't even read right now. Actually, I want to see what it is. Hold on. Oh, yeah, Life is Strange, Mario. Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah, Life is Strange, that expansion. The Mario crossover with the Rabbids is going to happen around then. There's going to be a lot going on in August. And let me tell you, September, October, November, crazy busy gaming months. So I realize this is like my only opportunity to, right now, when I know there's no big new releases coming out in July, to sit down and take some time for myself, okay? So, recap of everything I talked about in this video. Tomorrow, Monday, will be Crash 3 Danganronpa. Tuesday, fighting games all day long, including Injustice 2, Tekken 7, and Ultra Street Fighter 2 on my new Pokken Tournament pad. We'll see how that goes. Wednesday will either be the conclusion of Crash or the beginning and premiere of my Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin playthrough. You'll see that game balanced with Danganronpa 2 for the rest of this week. Okay? And then this weekend, on the 9th, 10th and 11th, so that's a week from now, I'm going to be doing extended, longer, like, streams. I'll let you know as we approach what those streams will be, so you know what to expect and when to start, because I'll be starting earlier and stuff like that. So I have extra gameplay footage built up to upload during my time off, and then starting on July 12th, I'll be away from streaming. There will still be constant new videos on DSP Gaming, but I'll be away from the live streams for at least 3 to 4 days, possibly coming back on the 16th at some point. Okay, sound good? I'll talk more about this over the week on the pre-streams and everything. I'll try to get everyone in line, because I know undoubtedly what's going to happen. The 12th is going to hit, and people, where's Phil? Oh my God, where's Phil? Is Phil's dead? Phil's not streaming? Is he done? Should I unsub? Here, I'm going to unfollow him, unsub from his fucking channel. He's not coming back because he's not here for one day. That's what happens. It's like, I will try to beat this into everyone's head so they understand I got a few days away from streaming, but there'll still be videos and everything. I hope you'll spread the word. I hope you'll let people know. Not everyone watches the Week in Preview, but they come pester us on stream every day. Gee, what's Phil doing today? Well, did you watch the Week in Preview? No. Then why does he make it? Why do I make the video of a schedule if people aren't going to watch this video that has the schedule in it and come ask anyway? You know what I mean? All right. So that's it, everyone, for the Week in Preview. Thank you for being patient. By the way, this week, I will have the new Patreon goal set up. I've decided what it is. I don't know if I'm going to have time tonight to work on it because it's already freaking late here and I got all this patron shit to do tonight. But I'll start talking about it on pre-streams. I know what it's going to be and people are going to like it. So the new Patreon goal will be up shortly. And you could start to pledge right now to my Patreon for this month if you want to be in on this new one. I think you'll like it, but wait a day or two and I'll announce it on pre-stream one day. Okay? All right, that's it, folks, for the Week in Preview. Thank you for watching. Great, busy week ahead. Heading into my time off next week, so let's get started with everything. I know people are just foaming at the mouth for Dark Souls 2. I am too. I can't wait for it. All right, without further ado, thank you to the following June patrons who allowed the upcoming Gotta Go Fast event to happen. Have a good night, everyone. See you tomorrow for a double stream of gameplay. Peace out.